All right, so today I'm going to go over Amazon's multi-channel fulfillment process and the MCF fees. So pretty much why this is important is if you sell product off Amazon, whether on your own website or TikTok or another channel, and you want to use your Amazon FBA inventory to fulfill those orders, you just have to know what you're getting into because the fees are a little bit different. So today I'm going to show you how to calculate that and how all of this works. So first thing first, let's break down how this whole process works. So you have your Amazon FBA inventory. It's very important to only look at your available FBA inventory, not anything that's in FC transfer or inbound. You have to look at your available FBA inventory because that's what qualifies for MCF. And so let's say you have your own Shopify website. This is the most common scenario is a seller sells on Amazon. They also sell on their own Shopify site, for example, and they also sell on TikTok Shop. And so if you connect and you want to have everything flowing in and only warehouse your inventory at Amazon and not have your own 3PL, then you have to set it up this way. So when someone orders off of Amazon and they place a normal order, you pay normal FBA fees. Essentially, the fees that you see in your managed inventory section, you know what that is. It's based off of your size, your category, etc. Now, if someone orders off your Shopify site, and let's say you want that to be fulfilled automatically through your Amazon FBA inventory, you're going to pay what's called an MCF fee. And I'm going to get into the calculations of that in a second. Same thing on TikTok Shop. TikTok pushes the order to Shopify, and then Shopify will have a connection with a tool like ByteStand or WebBee, which that tool essentially will allow your Shopify orders to fulfill automatically through Amazon inventory. But those will be MCF, multi-channel fulfillment orders, and so they have a different fee. So any orders that come from TikTok Shop or come directly from your Shopify customers will have an MCF fee rather than your normal FBA fees. And so then the ByteStand and WebBee connector will push that order to Amazon, and it will appear in Amazon essentially as an order. And so there will be an Amazon order ID that maps to your Shopify order ID, and all of that will be in your connector in the back end. Now, what are these MCF fees? So if you go over to this page here, supplychain.amazon.com/pricing, they've got a free pricing calculator. They have the rate card. You can see how this works. And so the pricing calculator is down here on the web page, and you can actually add your product details and calculate what your MCF fee would be and compare that to your typical FBA fees. So we're going to run through two different products, two different scenarios. The first thing here is going to be this ASIN. So you're going to use the Amazon info. I'm going to paste this ASIN in here, and they sell about 1,000 units per month. And we'll say that they're going to store 2,000 units at Amazon fulfillment centers each month. And the average items in an order, let's just assume one, you do get bulk pricing discount for multiple items in an order. And then we'll just say the shipping speed is standard. And we're going to compare it to our current costs. And so we'll actually go through this at the end with the costs because we can just look in Seller Central. So let's run the estimator. There we go. And we can see based on this, the fulfillment fee per fee unit for this product is going to be $19.74 per unit. That is much more compared to what they're currently paying for their FBA fee, which is $11.51 for this product. All right, now let's go through another scenario with a different ASIN. So let's bring that back. And we're going to use an ASIN that has a lower FBA fee and see how that compares with their MCF fees. So we'll do the same thing, 1,000 units, 2,000 units stored on Amazon, 1 unit per order. And then their current costs, they pay $7.95 for their FBA fee, and their MCF orders will be $12.02. So it's a pretty significant change. And so when you're looking at your flow chart here, you just need to understand the difference in cost. So for them, their MCF fee, if we use that product for example, right, was $12.02. So that would be here as well, $12.02. And then their normal FBA fees were actually $7.95. And so there's an increase in $4.07 for MCF. And so they need to run that calculation of whether they want to use Amazon inventory or not. So it's just good to know the exact fees that you're getting into. So I'll put that link for that resource from Amazon, that free resource. I'll put that in the link. All right. Thank you very much.